How's it going, guys? Cody guys back again, dropping out another video. Right, guys, this is about another woman that's been jailed smuggling drugs into HMP Doncaster. No, it's not that transsexual looking one that used to be a prison officer at Leeds, where she fell in love with a con and then she left the job and then he got shipped to Doncaster and she went to Doncaster and took in drugs because he was using her, and then she ended up getting jailed for 8 months. This is another woman that looks like an addict, to be fair. I'll show you the picture, guys. Make your own mind up if she's an addict or not. Look at them cheekbones. Starting to get that when they're on the drugs and stuff. This is, like I said, she might have been paid to take the money into the prison because they're vulnerable and they're often susceptible, and they're going to do it cheaper than somebody else that's like got their head screwed on. Her fella could owe a dealer inside money for drugs, and then she's been told, listen, we're going to fucking do him in if you don't get some drugs into the prison and come and meet our boy on a visit. Many different avenues that can go down. The prison, I've just read the story. The governor's going on like it was a joint-led police intelligence prison, sort of police intelligence sort of like sting. No, it wasn't. She was being searched and the fucking parcel fell out when she was being searched, man. But the prisoner going on like, yeah, this was all us, this was all intelligence-led. Absolute full of shit. Doncaster prison's run by Serco. So I don't know why the title of the story is HMP Doncaster. Anyway, BBC News website, link in the description. Headline reads, woman jailed for smuggling drugs into HMP Doncaster. It's not HMP though, is it? A woman who was caught smuggling Class A drugs into her prison when a package fell out of her clothing has been jailed for 3 years. Right, now, this is a Class A drug, yeah? Now, the prison officer, I don't know what that drug was. She got 8 months, so one would believe it was a lower category of drug, like a Class B or a Class C, and also less of an amount, because she got 3 years, this woman. April Padgett, 31, was stopped as she arrived to visit an inmate at HMP Doncaster on the 12th of October. When she was being searched, when a wrapped package containing cocaine and heroin fell from her trousers. At Sheffield Crown Court, Padgett of Scarsdale Road, Rotherham, admitting conveying the drugs into a prison. Jeremy Spencer, who's the Serco's contract director, just a posh word for a governor, at the prison said, "We are very pleased that our joint intelligence-led prison and police operation successfully intercepted this person and the illegal drugs she was carrying." Mate, it fell out of her fucking waistband, you bellend. Detective Constable Carl Turton added, "Padgett is now behind bars as a serving prisoner. I hope this sends a strong message to anyone else thinking of furthering their criminal enterprises by supplying drugs into custodial environments." On Thursday, former prison officer Jade Hicks was jailed for 8 months for trying to smuggle drugs into HMP Doncaster. That's the transsexual looking one that was made a mug of by the prisoner because he was using her. She had worked at HMP Leeds and kept in contact with the prisoner after she finished working at the jail because he got shipped. She was obviously besotted, and then he used her to get drugs in. Typical prisoner manipulation, really. It's not worth it, guys, to be honest. I wouldn't advise it to anybody, because say if you're in a relationship with a prisoner and he's asking you to bring drugs into the prison and bring parcels up on mobile phones and everything else, truth is, he doesn't really give a shit about you and he doesn't love you. If he loved you, right, why would he put you in that situation? He's either being selfish or he's using you and don't give a shit about you. Because I speak to a certain prisoner's girlfriend from Liverpool, right? Her fella would never, ever ask her to bring anything up on visits. He just wouldn't, because he loves her and he doesn't want her behind bars because he actually cares about her and loves her. So if your loved one is in jail and they're asking you to take drugs in, they've either got another bird on the go, right? They don't give a shit about you, or they're just being selfish. But you do get certain circumstances where a prisoner falls into debt, he can't pay the debt, so then the dealer says, right, listen kid, I've given you all the chances, right? I'm either going to get you filled in, or your fucking, my boy on the outside is going to ring your bird's going to meet him, he's going to give her a load of drugs, she's going to have to come up on the visit, meet one of the boys and hand over the drugs, otherwise we're going to shank you up or we're going to beat you up or whatever the case may be. That's different, that is different, but it's a no-win situation, guys. But if he loves you, ordinarily he won't put you in that position, he just won't. if your loved one's in prison and he's selling drugs, then he should get a muppet on the wing and say, right, a user, and say, right, you get drugs in, blah blah blah, and then I'll sort you out, or I'll wipe your debt, or whatever the case may be. But he wouldn't put. If I was in prison and I was loved up and I loved that bird, I'm not going to ask her to bring me stuff in, because if she gets caught, and say she's got kids, right, and she gets coming into the jail and she gets caught, chances are she's going to end up in prison. Depending, let's say it's a high amount of drugs, she's coming in. She's got kids there. The prisoner's just thinking about himself, right? But like I said, if he loves the girl, he's not going to put her in that position. It's just my honest opinion, guys. Anyone that's in a loving relationship will understand what I mean by that, because their fella would have never asked them if he loves them. Anyway, guys, going to stop waffling. Link in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.